jump in. Lauren, big challenge this week, top 5 team Minnesota coming into the Vandy Center. How are you preparing yourself for that and the challenge that lies ahead in them?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing anything too special or crazy. I just think that we're going to go in and kind of tweak some things that we need to work on and keep in mind how Minnesota runs. And they're always very good about running a fast offense and stuff like that. So just preparing ourselves for that. But other than that, I think we just need to focus on the things that we can control. And there were a few times this weekend where I feel like the game kind of got out of our control. So just, I don't know, focusing on our side of the net. Yeah.
Lauren, how different is this match going to be, just knowing there's not 8,000 fans in there? I know we've talked about this before, but this one's got to feel a little different knowing how the magnitude of it.
I mean, yeah, I feel like we've kind of known what's going to happen from the beginning. So I don't think it's going to be anything too crazy. And our coaches have done a good job of preparing ourselves for stuff like this. And we've been doing a lot of scrimmages and we've had a few home games already. So we kind of know what it's going to be like. And it's really sad. It is that we can't have our fans there cheering us on, but you know, it's what's got to happen. So yeah.
Lauren, coach said that the honeymoon part of the season is now over. I know you guys have been at this about a month. Do you feel like all of a sudden the intensity is really going to crank up? And from inside the locker room, what's the vibe knowing that the next couple of weekends you're going to face 2 of the better teams that are on your schedule?
Yeah, I think we're excited for a challenge. I think we're ready. I think that we can obviously still get better. But I think that we're really excited to play a really good team and to have that kind of challenge and to see like how we stack up against them. So I think this weekend's going to be great for us.
Lauren, how big of a disruption was the not being able to travel from Rutgers on Sunday and not being able to practice right away getting back here?
Yeah, that was kind of a bummer. I know we were all excited to come back, and obviously Valentine's Day was the next day. So that was kind of sad that the girls with boyfriends didn't get to hang out with their significant others. But I think that that's what makes our team so special, is that we make the most of situations like that. And so we hung out that night, and a bunch of the girls went to go get ice cream together or just like walk around and, I don't know, kind of bond like that. And Lexi, Callie, and I and some of our GAs and stuff had like a little movie night in our film room and we were just like hanging out down there with snacks and stuff. So and then we had a great practice the next morning at Rutgers before we got on the plane to leave. But I think that's what makes this team special, is that even though we had an unfortunate situation like that, we were still able to make the most of it. So, yeah.
Lauren, you've played most of the matches this year next to Riley and playing right side, and then also you played extensively next to Jazz. What do each of those bring when they're on the court at that position?
Yeah, I think that they're both supremely talented players, and I mean, obviously, but I think that they do have 2 different styles of playing. I think that Riley is like fun to play next to, and she's got all this energy, and she's a huge block, and she's super fun to play next to, whereas Jazz is very composed and like tactical in her style of play, and still a lot of fun to play with. But I think that both of them, like, you can't go wrong. Both very talented volleyball players. So
does having that flexibility give the team more strength, that because they have different skill sets, that you can back-to-back nights, you can give opponents different looks?
Yeah, for sure. I think that you could put any single one of our players in at their position and they would be just fine. This team is so talented, and there are days when the B side of the team is kicking our butts. And so to see that type of talent just all around is something very special. So I think it's really cool that we have that sort of flexibility.
1 or 2 more questions for Lauren.
Lauren, John said that the Devaney Center had lost power for about an hour this morning. Were any of the players around when that happened? And are you guys aware of what's going on with the rolling blackouts around Lincoln and their surrounding areas?
Yeah, no, I actually wasn't here when any of that happened. I just rolled up like 20 minutes ago, but there have been quite a few issues. I know I was just sitting out in the hallway waiting for this to happen, and all the lights went off in the hallway as Coach was giving his interview. So I don't know. I feel like we just got to roll with the punches and hope that they can stay on long enough for us to get a few reps in and stuff like that.
Anything else?
As a Arizona girl, how do you like this weather? How are you down to that?
I try so hard not to cry. Oh my gosh, it's just so miserable, but I'm just putting on layers on layers on layers and trying to get through it. Yeah, it's not fun, but it's an experience. As Lexi put on her story today, it's character building, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Lauren.